let's start out with an informal greeting from me to you. What's happening? Hey, Stacey here. Forgot that I can't see you. But I was gonna say, I'm so glad to see you, but I can't see you. Silly me. I've been wanting to dress better for my videos and to just, you know, not just wear like a simple shirt or anything. Like, this is like super simple. Like, it's great because I got clothes on, but at the same time, like, I should probably like dress up and stuff like I usually like to, because that's like really the only time that I get to do it. I can't breathe, but like, I don't know what I'm talking about no more. I just became a whole different person, and that I have nothing. I don't even know what the heck I was saying. Enough of that ramble. I have a question. Anonymous. I'm not gonna read all of it because some of it has things that you probably should not say out loud. But it says, I'm scared because my house situation is really toxic. My dad comes home drunk just about every night. I have nowhere else I can go, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I told anyone, he might harm me. You're actually the first person I've told. So I can't say that I understand what you're going through because I haven't gone through anything like that. But the first thing that comes to mind when I hear this is get help. You say you have nowhere to go, but there are plenty of places that you can go, that you can ask for help. Now, I know a lot of people be like, well, how are they supposed to get in contact with that person if they're blah, blah, blah. First, realize the consequences. Sometimes if we live in a toxic environment, we have to make the necessary moves to get out of there. From what I've gathered, I feel like you are younger, and maybe that's why you feel like you don't have the necessary resources to be able to get help or to get out or anywhere to go. If you search, you will find. There are hotlines that you can call. Just be aware, and if you do call, there may be repercussions, and sometimes those repercussions may be necessary in order for you and your family, or maybe just you. I don't know if there are more in your family who are scared, for your guys' safety and for the bettering of yourself. It's just my opinion in what I would do in a situation, because sometimes our parents are those very same people that are filling our environment with toxicity, and sometimes we have to take the necessary steps to get out and move forward. You being afraid is very, very normal. Of course, anybody living in a situation like this, being that afraid, would be afraid to go and say anything to anyone. But if you say something to the right people, the adults that can help, the resources that can help, you can help yourself. There are a lot of housing, there are a lot of shelters that you can go. You just have to look for them. So if you don't trust you looking on your phone or whatever that your dad may look it up or whatever it is that could happen, ask a friend that you trust. I don't know about how counselors handle things at school. I don't know if they will like want to right away reach out to your family members. I don't know how that works, but you can inform yourself. Do go and check those hotlines, see what they have to offer. There's so many resources in this world that they have for anybody who is suffering, who feels like their home is toxic, who is in danger. I advise you to go and seek for that. I personally wish I could do more, but I can't. I mean, I don't have the resources that there are actually out there that were made for these kinds of things. So please don't wait, look for them. Of course, but be safe and reach out to somebody that you trust. I don't know if you have like an uncle or an aunt that is maybe not related to your father that could help. And express that you're afraid. Express that you're afraid that if you say anything at all, this could happen. But you have to do it for yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. I mean, I don't know if your mom may be in the picture or not, or what may have happened, but maybe she's aware of this, maybe she's not, maybe she's no longer in your life. I'm not so sure, but turn to the people that you can count on, who you trust, that will help you and not have to make it a bigger situation than it is by snitching on you or whatever it may be. You have to gauge the situation. You know who you trust and you know who you don't. You know who you can trust and you know who you can't. My biggest thing would be go to somebody that you can trust. Go to a hotline and maybe they can advise you on what to do way better than I can. One thing that I do advise you to do is just express what you just expressed to me, that you're afraid, that you are scared that something may happen and you have nowhere to go. And also be aware that it may, I don't know how it works, but one of the consequences could be that your father may end up in jail, or he may end up in court, or maybe losing custody. I don't know. I don't want to get all technical because I don't know, but mainly at this moment right now, your safety is what matters. Whatever may happen to him afterwards, I don't want you to think that it's your fault, but you are just looking out for yourself, and that's what's important. And whatever may happen after that, it's kind of out of your control. And if it's that toxic, you have to do something yourself. You have to get ahead. And I can tell how bad you want to find a way, a solution, a help to get through. So I hope that this helps at least a little bit. I know that it might be scary and you're full of fear, but fear is often what keeps us from doing things that we need to do or want to do or have always wanted to do. So you took the very first step, which is coming and saying it to somebody. I'm the first person that you say that to. Do what you have to do for yourself. And remember that everything else that happens after that is what's meant to happen. It was the way it was supposed to fall into place. place. So don't blame yourself for anything that may happen, because all that you're worrying about is your safety and getting out of that toxic environment. You need to get away. And that goes for everybody, for everything that you guys are dealing with. If your parents are being a higher percentage of toxicity in your household, then maybe it's time for you to get out and get ahead. Where there's a will is a way. If you don't have a job or you can't afford to move out, well then find a job, get a second job. Find somebody who's willing to move out too, or who already has a place, and ask them, go talk to them, say, hey, this is my situation. Can I live with you? Or can we do something together where I can stay here and I can pay or something, or wash the dishes for me while I get myself back up or something. But there's always a way. There's always that extra push that you can give yourself. Go do that. If that is what's going on, if you're not happy living at home, or you're having all these problems or issues or whatever it is, you have the ability to go out and start doing your own thing. Maybe you're still young, but you know what? You have the ability to save money and save money safely, so that when it comes time to you being able to move out, you can, and you don't have to worry about all that. Do what you gotta do now, because time is gonna go flying, and when that day comes and you want to get out, you're not gonna be able to. So always have that security, always have that planned out, your plan B, so that if anything ever happens or the day comes where you're just like, oh, I can't stand this anymore, I have to go, I have to get out, bam, you have those resources that you saved up, that money, that place to go, the friendship that you build, that bond with somebody that you can trust, and you have a way out. So it's always important to think about these things. I know a lot of us don't think about it, or don't ever think that it's gonna happen to us, but you never know. Life takes crazy turns, and you gotta catch up with it. You gotta be ready for it, whatever turn may take. I do hope this helps. I do hope that you get the help. I do. I wish the best for you. I hope to hear happy updates, but know that you can get out of the situation, and thank you so much for trusting me. I hope this makes it a little bit better. I believe in you. I know you can do this, and I know you can do it for yourself, or for whoever else is coming along with you, or whatever it may be. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for taking this first step, and you'll be okay. Everything will eventually connect, and you will be okay. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. If you guys have ever experienced anything like this, where you're so scared to talk to anybody, but you end up getting the strength and the guts to tell someone, please show that like button a little bit of romance. If you're not subscribed, please do me a big favor and give that subscribe button a little love tap. And please don't forget to show all of my social medias a little bit of affection with the follow. And if there's one thing I want to call to mind, there are actually 3. No matter the highs, the lows, always be sure, always be certain to do good, be grateful, and stay humble. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.